Tuffy gasoline, ladies and gentlemen.
And don't forget Obama.
And President Obama.
Hey, I know I'm a clown. He just run around acting like one, doesn't know he is one.
Let's go down to the cars with black and shit.
Hey, go home, little feller. Hey, little painted feller, go home.
By now, probably a lot of you has seen this video from the Missouri State Fair, a rodeo clown dressed up in a mask of President Obama, while a second clown called out for a bull to stomp him. The clown behind that controversial commentary, Tuffy Gasoline, has taken a lot of heat for the stunt, and he called us up today looking for a chance to clear the record on camera for the first time. With those words, a rodeo clown started a firestorm. Angry rebukes from politicians, a lifetime ban from the Missouri State Fair, and more personal hits than he ever faced in the ring.
I've had one lady spit in my face, called me a dirty name, spit in my face, and walked off.
And he says there have been 5 death threats.
So I've had somebody threaten to run me over. One of them wanted to burn the house down.
Gessling says that hate is actually what finally brought him out to speak.
I didn't do this to do any hating on anyone. I did it to be funny. I did it to be a joke. This clown bit has been around for generations. And I didn't think anything more of it than what we've done 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, when we've done it with Bush and Clinton and Ronald Reagan.
But this time, race entered the equation. A white man dressed in a mask of our black president was just offensive to a lot of people.
I never did anything because of anybody's race. I don't care what color somebody is, if they're blue, white, green, polka dotted, striped. It doesn't bother me one bit.
He adds it's not about politics either. Are you a Democrat or a Republican?
I am a rodeo clown.
To Gessling, it's a matter of perspective.
I actually think that a lot of people have lost their ability to laugh. Look at the country as a whole. There's a lot more to be mad at than a rodeo clown at a rodeo trying to make somebody laugh.
He hasn't worked since the Missouri State Fair, but plenty of support has been building too. And now he has a rodeo coming up in Jefferson City. He's inviting politicians to come out, watch, and grill him with any questions they have.
If President Obama turns out, I'd be honored to shake his hand.
And Gessling says the support has been overwhelming as well. He says he's heard from people from all walks of life, including country music stars and movie stars. And when I asked him whether he would ever do this bit again, he said only time will tell.
Welcome back to First Cup. This is Joe Haffner here in Studio 4 on Tuesday, August 27th, 2013. Now, toward the end of that interview, you may have noticed, at least I did, I got the impression that reporter is an Obama supporter. Now, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon and going the other way here, but to me the reporter let some of her objectivity slide toward the end of that interview. And while I agree that I felt that this was a slam toward the president and that it was a racist routine, this reporter's objectivity was sidelined, and she was trying to put out her own political ideology. At least that was the impression that I got from the end of that interview. But nevertheless, I wish Tuffy all the best in his future endeavors, and hope that we can get past this. But the problem is, while there needs to be a discussion on what we need to do about racism in this country, there will always be racism. And there will always be this divide about one group wanting to talk about it, another group wanting to say, no, we don't want to talk about it. We're going to sweep this under the rug. Let's not talk about it. It was just harmless fun. And, sometimes a joke can go too far. That what you may find funny, someone else may find offensive. And I'm sure a lot of people will probably find some of the stuff that I do on here offensive. It's not intended to be, like some of the opens that I have, some of the outtakes and the cussing. But to me, that is not what it's about. It's not about shock value. It's to remind everyone that we're all human, and that sometimes we do stupid things. When we're trying to be this one particular image, when in fact we're someone else underneath this shell. Okay? That was a weird tangent, a weird way to get there to express what I'm feeling, but that's why I put some of the stuff out there that I do. But I wish Tuffy all the best, and seriously, man, I am sorry that you had to go through all this and are continue to go through this. I'm sure it's tough to have your reputation dragged through the mud, but that's the nature of being in the public arena, and especially of this magnitude. The United States is at a crossroads. We're once again having to face our own mirror image about racism in this country. And for the first time, and I think this is not a tangent that I'm intended to get down on, but this is what I see with a lot of people who are opposed to President Obama, and it goes back to racism. I'm not accusing anti-Obama people of being racist, but there is an undercurrent here, and it gets into the psyche, and it gets into other forms. It's okay if you disagree with him on policy, but it seems like anytime that his ratings start to rise, the number of people questioning his origin of birth or location of birth also goes up. The next time his ratings go back up, or that his popularity even gets a momentary surge for the positive, there'll be more talk about his credibility, about his qualifications about being president of the United States. It happens every single time. I have noticed it for the last 4 years, and it will go on for another 4 years at least, probably longer. All right, even after he's out of office. Well, anyway, that's what's on my mind for today at this particular point. So we're going to step aside in a little bit, get a look at the weather forecast, as well across this great country. Also have celebrity birthdays today in history, market information coming up in a little bit, as well as news headlines and trends, news of the weird, popular tweets, and a whole lot more, along with a very nice song of the day coming up. Don't worry, it's not Miley Cyrus or Hannah Montana. But a few things you need to know before we move along here. Coming out on DVD and Blu-ray today, I believe mostly on DVD. Kon-Tiki is being released at any price. Pain and Gain, The Great Gatsby, I'm looking forward to seeing that movie. The Walking Dead, the complete third season. Sons of Anarchy, season 5. The first season of Elementary is being released on DVD today. Grey's Anatomy, the complete 9th season. And Prime Suspect, the complete collection, also being released on DVD today. So check it out at your favorite place to buy DVDs and Blu-ray disc. Do it today, because today is the day to get started. A few items in the news before I get to the more hardcore stuff. Remember the Phoenix man who claimed to have fathered 54 children? Remember this guy? He died. I got to thinking, it was probably all those back to school shopping trips he had to go on. The shopping receipt will do that to the father of 54. Wow, 54 kids? That's a lot of progeny. The Farmer's Almanac came out yesterday. I believe there was some brief mention of it on yesterday's program. Came out yesterday and says we're in for a biting cold winter here in the Midwest and throughout much of the nation. And if its predictions are right, the first outdoor Super Bowl in years will be in a messy storm bowl. It's going to be played in New Jersey, as I understand it. And the way I feel, last night when I was watching NBC Nightly News, I thought, okay, we know it's going to be outside. You anticipate a nasty winter. It's probably going to be a bitterly cold one. So why not go ahead and put a roof over that dome now? All right? You got 6 months. Let's get started. Okay? Did you hear about this? A cupcake that cost $750 in Las Vegas? Yeah. The Palazzo Hotel's most expensive creation is the $750 Decadence Diderot Cupcake. The cupcake is made of some fancy, expensive ingredients, all of which seem to be top secret, and is topped with edible gold leaves. Wow, $750. You know, for that price, I would keep that cupcake, especially the gold leaves. I mean, who is going to pay $750 for a damn cupcake? I don't care how much money you are, that is too freaking high for a cupcake. Yeah, that's way... You know, that's what I paid for my first car. $750 for a 76 Ford Granada back in 1989. May that car rest in pieces. I don't know where it's at. The last time I saw it, it had survived the flood of 93, or at least was surviving it. That was 20 years ago. And finally, rejected for a loan. Blame your Facebook friends. All right. You're already concerned about your credit score. One day, you may also have to be concerned about your Facebook friends, because a few tech startups are using social data when determining whether to loan you money. One company checks out whether your Facebook friends list includes anyone who's ever been late paying back a Lindo loan, and if so, how often you interact with that person. Ugh. That could be nasty. That could be extremely nasty. No wonder so many people have defriended me. Anyway, I'm glad you haven't defriended me, and I hope you won't. As a matter of fact, I hope you'll stick around, because I have more to come on the program, like this segment we like to call the National Weather Forecast.
Winter weather warning right now. Here's a live look at the Fox 6 snow stick. This is out on the weather dick.
And take a look at that nationwide weather forecast. Start off in the Midwest. Large ridge of high pressure has residents in the plains of the Midwest trapped under a dome of heat. Temperatures will continue to run about 10 to 20 degrees above average through the end of the week. High temperatures will mostly be in the 90s, with some low 100-degree readings in Iowa, North Missouri, northeastern Kansas, and East Nebraska. Lucky us, huh? An upper-level disturbance rides along the northeast side of the Big Ridge through the Great Lakes, producing showers and thunderstorms today. Severe thunderstorms with damaging wind gusts and hail are possible in east Wisconsin, central and southern Michigan, as well as north and east Ohio. A few late-day pop-up thunderstorms are also possible in the western Dakotas. Now, in the northeast, most of the region will be dry between storm systems today. Showers and rain depart New England this morning, with drier conditions expected this afternoon. Scattered thunderstorms developing in during the afternoon in the southeast, or rather in southwest New York, as well as West Pennsylvania and northern West Virginia are on tap for this Tuesday. Thunderstorms may become severe during the very late afternoon and evening hours, with damaging wind gusts and hail the primary threats. The disturbance triggering the thunderstorms moves through the entire region, with heavy showers and thunderstorms for tomorrow. Highs for this Wednesday will be in the 70s in New England and the 80s over the remainder of the region. A few low 90s are possible across central and east Virginia. Out west, the tropical moisture flow from the eastern Pacific lessens today and tomorrow, resulting in fewer showers and thunderstorms across the